Welcome back to my YouTube. I want to thank you guys for coming back because I know I said I was going to beat consistency, but no, I didn't actually say consistency. I said I was going to hold myself accountable. So yeah, I'm holding myself accountable. This is 3 months, no, 2 months. My last video was in January. This is March. I'm recording this March ending. It's going to come out maybe April or maybe March. Who knows? Thank you guys for coming back. Over the past couple of months, I have been living happy, enjoying the rest of winter. Not like enjoying, because I didn't enjoy this winter at all, to be very honest. I don't like winter. It's not like there's actually nothing enjoyable in there because you're just cold. So what have I been up to? Going to the gym, trying to cook some very new recipes I seen online. I uploaded like some of them on TikTok. Um, took some leave from social media for a couple of days, whatever. Not like leave total. I'm very aware of what's going on, but it's becoming very, very stimulating. There's a lot going on in the world right now. So we have to be actually very mindful of the information that we're feeding ourselves, especially if we tend to be very, very affected by everything. So there's that. And what else have I been up to? What else? What else? I did a little bit of reading. Yeah, did a little bit of reading. I watched The Mentalist. And this is strange because I've been having issues watching movies for for a very long time now, even K dramas. Like having that like interest, like total interest into it the way I used to be. If you know me, like growing up, I love watching movies. Like I could spend days watching movies. It's not like I don't have the time to actually watch it, but I really, really have zero interest to be invested in it. But I finished The Mentalist up to season 7. I think it's very, very nice. I even played detective with Jane. I was helping him solve some cases, and it kind of make me feel like I have a great intuition over things. Because maybe at the start of the episode, I'll just say this guy is the criminal, and really at the end of the episode, that guy is the criminal. So I feel very, very good about that. I finished The Mentalist. Yeah. And what else? What else? What else? What else? I started One Tree E. One Tree is my favorite series. Growing up, it's still my favorite series. One of my favorite series ever. I love it so much because it tells a very, very strong reality of life, how messy it can be. Yeah. But aside what I've been up to the past couple of months, I want to talk about something that's very, very important and sensitive for me, and that's the whole concept of giving grace to people and to oneself. But today I'm going to talk about giving grace to myself because I feel like the capacity of you extending grace to others is directly proportional to the capacity of you extending grace to yourself. I don't know if that makes sense. It should. So I know in my one of my videos I said that I have a difficult time forgiving myself, or I am so hard on myself. Yeah. I think I don't know what version of me gave me the thought or the ideology that I was going to have a perfect life. I mean, life is not perfect. It's very, very messy. So I tend to be very hard on myself, especially maybe you figure out that life is not going the way you wanted it, or if you've taken a different course in life. I don't know if you get. So I tend to be so unforgiving towards myself, and I replay things so much that I dwell on it without letting it go. Like let it out and let it go. I don't do any of that. I try to find maybe where I should have done right. Maybe I should have. I want to go back in time, basically like time travel, and change my course of action. But surprisingly, that's not possible. I'm not in Smallville or any kind of word that alternates into another word. So I'm learning how to give grace to myself. I think one way I've learned to do that is taking a pause in my actions. Like when I've done something that I figured I should have done it better or reacted in a different way, I just take a pause and realize that, oh, what's the lesson to learn from this? Take the lesson out and release myself of that guilt. And then another way is by speaking kindly to myself. I've always loved myself. I love still till now. I love myself a lot. But when you're so unforgiving towards yourself, you're building resentment towards yourself. You're hating yourself basically. You shouldn't do that. No one should do that. Don't do that. So I speak kindly to myself. I forgive myself. Like I treat myself very, very nicely. I speak to myself like someone I am in love with. I speak to myself like I'm speaking to maybe my best friend, maybe a crush. Yeah, you get me. Yeah, that's what I do. Growing up, especially in an African home, we're taught that being hard on ourselves can lead to like self improvement. You become this great version of yourself, this great person, achieve this, achieve that. But I think that's a lie. I think constant self criticism can create doubts, anxiety, mental exhaustion, just self-hate basically. We shouldn't do that. We should speak kind to ourselves, because when you're kind to yourself and you don't criticize yourself, you feel yourself with so much love. It's good to want to reflect that, oh, this is this, I should have done that and do that. It's good to learn all the lessons and release yourself of all of that guilt and criticism. Then you can actually grow and you can actually lead your life with love, yourself with love, and fulfill yourself basically. Become this version of yourself that you love. But when you are in constant self-criticism, I don't know, I think it works different for everyone, but for me, I do not want to do that anymore, and I don't think anyone should. It's not healthy, because whatever language you speak to your brain, that's what your brain believes in, like what you tell yourself. If you fill yourself with constant positivity, constant affirmations, if you fill yourself with so much love, I feel like the results is going to tell, it's going to be different. Like you can see reflections of love in your life and everything going on. Yeah. So that's legit what I want to talk about today. I know it's very, very short, but I want to thank you guys for coming to my YouTube, watching my video. This is really, really nice. Um, this is the end of winter. I think the clock is gonna go back an hour or go forward. I don't know, but summertime. But we're not like legit in summer. It's more like spring, and maybe in a couple of months it's going to be summer. I'm looking forward to being outside more now that it's not cold and I can fold my winter jacket into my suitcase, which is really, really nice. Such a nice feeling. Can't wait. So I'm going to talk a little bit about traveling this year. I know I said I was going to travel more this year. I have a trip booked for April. I think I'm going to go to Albania in April. I'm going to go to the state's capital. I I didn't really plan it, to be very honest. It's just because I had set some things out on my start of the year list that I wanted to do. And financially, it wasn't really like a wise decision for me to tick it off in the first quarter. Like, even till now, it's not even a wise decision to tick it off in April. But right now, if I perish, I perish. Generally, if I perish, and I feel like I'm having this tiny fear of missing out. And I'm usually not one to have the fear of missing out, but I have this tiny bit of fear of missing out because I've been here for almost 5 years now. I've not been to Albania, I've not been to Montenegro. Almost everyone I know have been there. Not like everyone I know, but just like people I know, like people have even been there like multiple times. I'm sorry, I have this fear of missing out. And I have to compare myself. You shouldn't do that. Nobody should do that. But it's just I'm going. I know for a fact that I'm going to go to Montenegro this year because I love the content that I'm seeing of Montenegro, and I think it's somewhere that I will absolutely love. But I won't say I have that same feeling towards Albania. So for Albania right now, it's just a thing of me ticking it off the box and just adding it to that. Oh, I've go to how many countries? I'm sorry, this is very vain of me. But at the end of the day, I'm a human being. I'm flawed, like I'm saying. So vanity upon vanity, all is vanity. So thank you guys for watching my YouTube video. Next vlog is going to be fun, I promise. And I'm going to actually sit down and create something tangible to talk about. Not like I'm just ranting about and saying this, that, this, that, this. So thank you guys again. Kisses. Love, big love. Did I do it right this time? Thank you.